I'm here at Highlands Ranch today at the Great Frame Up to talk to Katie Wagner, the owner. And Katie's going to show us some tips on how to choose the right frame, the right mat, and the right glass. Just talk to me a little bit about this artwork and what you would do when you're choosing the frame.
This is a limited edition, which means you don't want to glue it to a piece of foam board. You want to be able to take it out if you ever want to sell it, so it'll be in the same condition that it was when you brought it in today. There's a lot of different ways you can go when choosing a mat. Typically, you're going to want to pull the colors out from the artwork. So the samples we pulled out show some of the green, the gray, and the cream. And then this one has darker cream or light tan and a fabric mat.
And I see that over here that you've layered two different colors. And I've also seen other people who frame their artwork with just one piece of mat.
For conservation properties, you typically want to use two mats.
Okay.
Because then that will keep the artwork, especially when it has value, far enough away from the glass. Have you ever taken artwork apart and you've seen the art ghosted onto the glass?
Right. I've had
That's
that.
because it's too close.
Okay, so now we're done with the mat. So
Yes.
we move over to choosing the frame.
Choosing the frames. So we've selected a couple. This has a more rustic look to go kind of with the landscape of the art. This is actually made of olive wood, but it still has the rustic look.
Right.
And then we picked another one that would be rustic and pick up some of the grays in the picture. And then one is a walnut with a black finish. And this is solid walnut. One of the secrets is if you frame to the artwork, then you should be able to hang the art anywhere in your house.
That's a good thing to remember.
Because your contemporary may change to something more rustic or something more modern or whatever, but if you frame to the artwork, then you should be able to hang it anywhere you want. Some people have a hard time visualizing what the finished product is actually going to look like, but what we do have is a camera up above, and it will take a picture of the art, the mats, and all the mat choices and all the frame choices. And then we can go onto the computer and build all the options.
So now we have the mat, we have the frame. I know there's different types of glass.
Yes. This is the Conservation Clear, and I don't know if the camera can pick up that it's a little, you can see reflections in it. This is the reflection control with the same UV properties, but you can see it kind of gives a matte finish. It's not as clear, not as crisp. The center is the museum glass, and the museum glass is virtually invisible.
And again, this is the most expensive.
Yes. This
And
would be
this one
next,
next.
and then the
The
Conservation
clear
Clear. We also have regular non-glare glass, clear glass, plexiglass, but these are the three most popular and most common. We've pulled a couple of
Fun frames.
Fun. We have one customer that frames 100 poker chips at a time.
Oh, wow.
And so
Is that his
typically-
winnings, or he just goes and collects them?
Well, yeah, when
Wow.
he's won them. And
I would cash it in.
Well,
rather
most
than
of the
frame
the
it.
chips are from Vegas, so we suggested that he hang a mallet by the pictures that, you know, if you need money,
Just
break
like
glass,
break
go,
the glass
go to
in
Vegas.
case of emergency.
Yeah.
Break the glass.
But he has typically put a little bit smaller than this black frame around the 100 poker chips, and then on a couple we've come in and we've stacked.
That's a good idea. So you could
Stack the
stack frames too,
Sure.
not just mats.
Yeah. This is. I don't know how to describe this one.
I know.
Wild and crazy.
But I heard you had a client who wanted that.
Yes, we've had a couple of clients come in. These, I don't know if you can see exactly, but they're skulls, and we have them in gold and silver and black and big and small and thin and with the right kind of artwork. Especially like the Day of the Dead artwork.
Right.
This would work well. This is all inlaid wood.
This is pretty.
And then there are 7 coats of shellac hand applied to the frame, to the molding. And this will either look absolutely perfect, like it was made for the artwork, or it will look
won't
horrible.
go. Yeah.
There's no in between. And there's another example of the inlaid wood with the shellac hand applied. We have this also in white and black. We've put this around choir pictures.
A music room.
We had a customer come in about a year ago that had 65 photographs from his bicycle trips all over the world.
Wow.
And there were only 2 frames that were alike, and each of those frames had, I believe, 10 pictures in them. All the rest either had 3, 5, or 1. Some were 8 by 10, some 5 by 7, and they framed every single photograph to the artwork, so that it didn't matter where in the house they hung it.
Right. You
That-
could like
yes.
move it around and it would
Exactly.
still work.
Yes.
Thank you again, Katie.
Thank you.
I'm Linnore Gonzalez. Thank you for watching Good Living by Design.